Hi everybody, thanks for coming back. Unless you just accidentally clicked on this by mistake, and in which case, oops. Thank you. It's really a pleasure to see a few views go up on the stats or something after a week or so. It's like, oh look, I got 4 more views on this one crazy story or another, or rant or another. Actually, this is pretty impromptu here, because what I was going to do this evening at my mom's is because I've been keeping her in the house, so she don't leave ever. So if you need something, just call me and I get it. So I'm constantly driving around all day, grocery stores, drug stores, hardware stores, seldom hardware stores, but once or twice, bringing supplies there, and to my sister as well, because my brother-in-law is a mess, and he's got physical therapists and occupational therapists and speech therapists all showing up at the house, 3 different ones, and 3 times a week, so that's 9 appointments. And my sister's trying to work from home, and so that it helps her if she doesn't have to also go to the grocery store to get a gallon of milk or whatever. So try to keep social distancing from everybody, and also do all that. So anyway, the point I was going to make there is that background music okay? I'll go ahead and credit that's Sarah Bareilles covering Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's a great cover. And in fact, I saw there's a cool YouTube video where Elton John comes on stage with her, and the 2 of them sing her song, Gravity, with Elton John actually singing lead vocals. Or exclusively Elton John singing, and she's playing keys of her song, Gravity. And he says he's doing that because he caught wind of her doing this song, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and he's so cool. And he's like, everybody that covers that song, they copy it. He says, but when you did it, you really made it your own. And sorry, I'm distracted now because I saw the thing behind me had I'm like a squirrel, or I'm like a bird. Oh look, a little tinfoil thing. I can see that thing behind me because I was going to play something, and it's I saw a notification came up. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, this cover. Yeah, so she really makes this cover her own, and he was so impressed that he contacted her. And anyway, it's cool. So this is what I'm using for background music, and I'm not sure it's the best choice actually. I hope I can talk over it, and I hope it's not too loud. But anyway, stuff behind me I was going to play, and the joke was that for my mom, I those keys there, I can just stick them under my arm, and they got speakers built into them, so I don't have to bring an amp or anything, if I want to use those speakers and not use any external outputs. And I bring a sustain pedal. Don't need it that badly, but there are a couple places where I could use a sustain pedal. It would sound better, so I go ahead and bring the sustain pedal. That's no more difficult than bringing a gallon of milk or 2 gallons of iced tea, that I lug back and forth, from the car to the house, to her house all the time. So, there's the stand, but it folds up. So anyway, it's no big deal. Something to do, and she likes it, and so I'll bring and she'll want me to play a song, play something, or like say something, for instance. That's one I would play. And so anyway, this just occurred to me today. I said, you know what? I said, in a zombie apocalypse here, I said, I'm playing to a packed house. Yes. I said, in fact, you should give me a nickel. So when you sit down over there to listen, give me a nickel. So then A, I'm a professional now, I've been paid, and B, I could say I sold out the house, right? I sold out all the tickets that were available. There's one seat in the house, because it's, you can't do that in a COVID-19 world, there's only one seat. My mom's, she's the only one that can get near me because we're near each other all the time because I'm always bringing supplies, so, she can't get any worse as far, I try to stay away from her as much as I can, but I'm always bringing in a gallon of tea, and then I set it down on the thing, and then she picks it up right away and puts it in the cabinet, and then I say, Mom, wash your hands, and she's just not the best at it, and I try to do my best, but you can only do so much. Damn. But anyway, so if I bring, play, one of the very short list of songs that I know how to play by heart, without bringing over another bunch more crap, and sheet music and shit. I will, I'll say I played to a packed, or not to a packed house, but I say I played to a sold out house, a full house of one seat. Anyway, oddly enough, that wasn't the point of this video, but I just touched that table. Sorry, we had a little bit of a vibration there. It wasn't an earthquake, it was just me being dumbass. I was going to do a subject here, once I thought about it, I thought, well, I should, do a subject. I can mess with the lighting a little bit, and I threw a few Easter eggs out, and the subject is going to be stuff that I've bought on from Instagram, mostly Instagram, not even Facebook or other places. It's Instagram keeps pushing these advertisements at me, and they look fairly interesting to me at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway. Look at the camera, Keith, not at yourself. I always look like that, so look at the camera. Yeah, they look fairly interesting to me at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I made a little list of just the stupid shit that I've, well, maybe some of it's useful. Well, actually, some of it is. But it's quite a few things. When I started making this list, I thought it's not going to be long enough to make a video out of, and then I realized, oh yeah, it is, especially, the way I pair it off. Yeah, let me do the Easter eggs first, because I felt like I did this before, but then I don't know that I did. I think I just thought I was going to do it, and then I never did get around to it. If I did, I'm sorry. I'll try to do it fast. I was going to say, over there, that's Cena drumsticks, so I'm going to grab them. Because she's too busy. She's never going to get by here. But anyway, these are, she sent me these, and they've got her, can you read it? Oh yeah, there it is. Her autograph on it. There. And both of them are autographed. And they come with a little certificate. Boy, I have a feeling of deja vu now that I've done this before. I've said this before. So the little certificate says what date, and these were one day, and yeah, I did this before, I'm sorry. And they had a rough day, yeah. I know what I didn't say, which all these marks on it, I didn't say that. I asked Zena later on, I said, were you having like a rim clicks class that day or something? Because these poor things are just all chewed up like you were just, doing a 8-hour-long seminar on rim clicks or something. Damn, these poor things. I mean, they're great, they make them in nice wood, but they're abused for one day. But anyway, okay, so that's the sticks. And I didn't buy that from anywhere. That didn't have any, that was a Easter egg subject, not a bought subject. Bought things. And if you've seen my Instagram, or if you haven't and want to, it's easy to find. I think it's my last name and then my first name, all wadded together. So it's like this channel, except flip the names and smush them together. But do I have the laser laying around here? But no, I don't think so. But it's probably charging. But I bought this laser. Again, I don't want to repeat if you've seen the 58 second long Instagram thing. But it's a 2,000 milliwatt laser, and a laser pointer they use in school classrooms and in offices is 5 megawatts. Sorry, I'm an engineer, and I said that. Sorry, milliwatts. 5 milliwatts is the power of that laser pointer. 5 milliwatts, and this one is 2,000 milliwatts. I realize that's 2,000. I realize that's 2 watts, but it's called 2,000 milliwatts instead of 5 milliwatts. And I did it. Like I said, I did an Instagram thing on it. And why? Well, why? Also, second thing on this list is I also did an Instagram on flashlight, like the world's brightest flashlight, and that is more practical. But I mean, it's so damn bright you can't use it indoors. I think I've done a couple of videos where I've turned it on, blinded everybody, including me. You can't use it indoors. And outdoors, I mean, maybe there is some need to see something 600 feet away lit up. But, for the most part, I think any normal flashlight will, allow you to change a flat tire in the middle of the night, in the dark or something. It's only 2 feet from you or whatever, but this thing is like crazy bright. But I saw an advertisement for it on, just like the laser, on Instagram, and I went, yeah, I'm going to chase that link, and I got the damn thing. Third thing here, and I'm reading you this list, but I'm thinking, well, why is this entertaining at all? I got to find some way to make it entertaining. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll come across something accidentally. Or maybe you'll just laugh at how stupid I am for getting suckered into buying. Well, I mean, I don't know, suckered. They showed up, and they do what they're supposed to do. An endoscopic camera. Yeah, it's a tiny little endoscopic camera, and it has little lights, little LED lights around it, and it's like the kind of thing they would practically use. Maybe not today, they probably have better ones for medical, but I bet you 5 years ago or so, this was what they were sticking in you, for endoscopic surgery, although, well, there's nothing sharp to cut with. But this is a camera and little LED lights around it. And they bill it, maybe this would be weird, don't be too gross. They bill the thing, I think, it has a little wire on it that sticks out. And so you've got this endoscopic camera, and you can look at it. I don't know, I haven't used it yet. I think you Bluetooth it to your, maybe you plug it in USB to your phone or something. It's got to have a screen, and it doesn't come with a screen, so it's going to want me to provide a screen. But anyway, I'm going to be looking at this camera, and they're showing it, people sticking it in their ear, and then they use a little wire thing, like to clean out their ears from wax that's hard to get, and then they're showing, the alternative, use a Q-tip, and you stab it in your ear, and it just jams the wax. And I know that's gross, I'm sorry. I don't think I need the thing, I feel like, when I take a shower and rinse, the water rinses in and rinses out of there, and, I don't think I have that problem. I hear just damn fine. I've had my ears checked fairly recently because I had some pain here, and it turned out to be TMJ, which is this jawbone thing. But it was hurting so bad right here, I thought I had an earache. So I thought I had an ear infection or something. So I went to an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he gave me all kinds of hearing tests. And he said, your ears are like perfect. He paged through this stuff, and he said, you have the hearing of a 15-year-old Amish kid who has never heard loud music, never been to a rock concert, never had earbuds in his ear. Your hearing is staggeringly good across all frequencies. And so I don't think I have any obstructions or any kind. But still, I bought it. Because, it kind of reminded me of the thing you see on TV, like when the SWAT teams, come into this place, there's a hostage situation, they always drill a quiet little hole if they can. I understand that sounds like a contradiction in terms. How do you drill a quiet hole? But anyway, they find a way. And they stick this little bitty camera, like the one I've got now, in, and except they actually can make it bend around, and I don't know that this one will. But anyway, they can see inside the room, and they can count, okay, there's a hostage, and there's a tango, and okay, and they know where everybody is, and they know who's taking a smoking break, and who's paying attention, and who's looking at what door when, and they can decide exactly when to just blast a hole through the wall, like they do, and charge in there, because they know exactly, who's ready, and who's taking a smoking break or taking a nap or something, because they can see inside the entire room. Unlikely that I'd ever need it for that purpose. So why? Why do you buy an endoscopic camera? Okay, so I give up on that. I don't really know why. I have 2 sets of Bluetooth speakers. 2. I mean, you can only listen to one set. I mean, they're stereo. They have stereo separation. One of them has 6 drivers. So, it's got a kind of a little woofer and a mid-range and a tweeter. I can see them. There's 3 drivers on each side. There's 6 drivers in the one damn thing. The other one's a little harder to see what's going on inside there, but they're good brand names. I forget. There's a Clips and another one. So they're good Bluetooth speakers, but I only need one set, right? Why did I buy a second set of Bluetooth speakers? I think because one of them was giving me some trouble pairing. It wouldn't pair properly. It was just being ornery, and I couldn't get it. I could get it to pair to my phone, but it wouldn't pair to my iPad or something. And I'm like, I'll fix you. I'll just get another one, and it'll pair just fine. And then I'll leave it alone. And then every time I turn on, this iPad, I'll turn on these Bluetooth speakers, and there. A silver thing. This was actually kind of cool, to me anyway. I don't know if I can show it properly. It's 10 ounces of silver, and let me try to hold it up. The thing about it is, can I do this? What we're looking for is the Twin Towers. They are over, no, this finger here. See this finger here? Keep an eye on that finger. Right in front of that finger. See those? See that? Can we see the Twin Towers? There. How about that? Yeah. See, it's pure silver, so it's very reflective. So it's harder than heck to see. But this is Wall Street, is what it's showing you. Etched into the silver is Wall Street. And the Twin Towers are still there. So this is from the Wall Street Mint, it was called. And there's the Twin Towers on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I didn't pay much more than what it's worth as just a lump of silver. So, got that. Oh yeah, solar-powered recharger thing, my note says. Yeah, it seems like everybody has one of these but me. I mean, I've got things I can plug in, obviously, at home. And then I've got things you can plug into your 12-volt thing in your car, USB to charge, everything. iPads, iPhones. It'll charge that super flashlight. It'll charge that. It'll charge the 2,000 milliwatt laser. It's all mini USB on one side and regular USB on the other. So, but other people, like my sister, for instance, she'll have some little box that she plugs into the wall, and it gets a big charge in it, right? And then she can carry it around in her purse, and then when her phone goes dead, I guess if she's not with her car, she can just plug, USB into this box, and it'll throw some power into her phone. I've never figured out why to use that because I'm always with my car and just plug it into the car. But there's been a couple times when I've been like, oh yeah, I've been stuck in an office building in a lawyer's office or something. I'm not near my car, and my phone's going dead, and I didn't have, I can see 110 volt sockets over there, but I didn't have the brick with me to plug into 110 volt sockets. So anyway, this thing would do that, and it's solar powered. And they showed it even on a cloudy day. It's got like 5 lights on it. And even on a cloudy day, it was lighting up 2 or 3 of the 5 lights. And in full bright sun, of course, it's lighting up all 5 lights. So it'll recharge itself from just solar power. Also, you can plug it into the wall. So it basically, it's infinite. You could be out camping in the woods for, a month and constantly have power to charge your whatever devices, anything that's USB basically. And I think it has several other ports to it, but generally it's going to be USB. So I thought, okay, that's cool. And then I bought this, and this hasn't arrived yet. Most of this other stuff has arrived, and it works just fine. It's a UV-C. That's what kind of ultraviolet light it is. UV-C light, which kills the hell out of germs and viruses. They use it in hospitals. I actually saw something on TV the other night. They're using it in the subway in New York. They're closing the subways in New York. And of course they're spraying it down with chemicals too for disinfectant. But they have this gigantic trash can looking thing, and it's just blasting out UV light. And everybody's wearing goggles, of course. And that's what they're using to kill the COVID-19 virus, if it's in theory, on the New York subway, poles and seats and every place else, of course. And they're building, I got to see the time, 18 minutes, oh crap. So anyway, they're saying this wand, and it's about that long. So you can use this wand, it puts out the UVC light, and they say that, like if you have a good mask, not these crappy masks that always break the strings, but a good mask to wear during the apocalypse or anything else. You just take this UVC wand and just wave it back and forth on it, and you don't have to spray nasty chemicals on the thing to disinfect it. You don't have to throw it in the washer and tumble dry it to clean it or anything. You just take the UVC thing and wave it back and forth a couple times. I don't have to read the instructions to see just how much, but anyway, the UVC light will kill the hell out of these virus and bacteria, and they use them in hospitals, and like I said, they use them on the New York subway now, last couple nights. So that's those things. But then I can turn the page over, and then I said, oh yeah, a gravity blanket. That thing I love. I would have never thought, except that Instagram shoved this thing at me, and I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but it weighs 25 pounds. Yeah, 25 pounds. It's a blanket that weighs 25 pounds, and you sleep under it, and it's just kind of like, I guess the idea is it just kind of gives you a hug or something. It's pressure on you, and they've used it with dogs for quite a while. They have like this Velcro thing that you put around your dog. the dog's legs can stick out of it, but it's like a vest, like a bulletproof vest, let's say. And it just gives them like a hug. And what you use it for is for dogs that have anxiety during thunderstorms and stuff like that. And it calms them down. And I've had people tell me that when they get under the thing and put it on them, they feel instantly a little more calm. They do. And I kind of get that too. You know, I like it. I think there's some science behind it. That you know, it's not just some crazy thing like, oh, I'm sleeping under a copper pyramid or some crap like that. You know, no, I think there's really something to this 25-pound blanket on you, kind of squeezing you, you know, a little bit the whole evening while you're trying to sleep. So yeah, I have got one of those, like it. And then, oh yeah, the last one is a shower head. I have a shower head, but I got that one there. No, that's actually the box. The box is empty now, and maybe that's the only funny story in the whole thing. Is that yeah, I saw the advertisement for the shower head, and it's got more pressure, and it's got these little beads in it, 3 different colors of beads. Each bead is doing different things. It's taking some of the chlorine out of the water, and it's changing the pH of the water, and it's adding some minerals to the water, and it's generally doing some good stuff. And they send you an extra packet of beads. When those beads get tired, you know, you can replace them with new beads, and then you can buy more beads. I don't know how often you have to change them, and I have to read the directions for that, and that doesn't sound like me. So I'll probably just, whenever I get around to it, I'll change the beads. It'll probably be too long, but I'll change them. But anyway, the funny part might have been that I was talking to a friend of mine on video. Yeah, I made a video for her, and she was watching that video and then reacting to it and talking back with me. You know, and she sent me like 2 hours of video, and it was great. But she was watching this one, and I happened to mention, oh yeah, I know what. Back behind me here, oh yeah, I got that thing running because I was going to play. I forgot, yeah. Is that green? That's green. Look at it. Can you see it? Right in the middle? That's green. Yes, it is. That's all green. You saw that, man. That was like, we're like 20 minutes into this thing. So that was, yeah, 22 minutes. That was one take. That note was all green. Killed it. Anyway, I had one of those metal paintings up there, and I was using a cardboard box to lift it up higher. And I was saying to her, yeah, I'm using a cardboard box for this, and it's got a shower head in it. I've had this box around here with a shower head in it for like 3 months. I said it would take me about 60 seconds to change it out, but it's been here for 3 months, and it'll probably be here for 2 more months or something like that. It'll be around. And she's like, oh, come on. And she pauses my video, you know, of me talking. She pauses it, and then she looks at me and she says, now come on, stop this video, pause the one you're watching of me, go change out the shower head, take 60 seconds, come back here, and we'll continue. Now do it, you know. I'm like, all right, you know. So I hit pause at my end, and I got up and I went, and it took me 60, maybe 90 seconds. I went and got some plumber's tape to wrap it with. It took me 90 seconds tops, maybe 60. And I changed out the shower head. Yep. And now I got a new shower head, and it really works well. It's very cool. And I came back and hit the video, and she had gone like that, and she's like, hey, we're back. Did you do it? Did you change it? She said, I know you did. You know, I got faith in you. I trust you that you did, and yeah, I did. So I changed that stupid shower head out right then and there. You know, and if not for that video right there, that it would have sat around here for months more before I just took 60 seconds to change it out. I think that's the list. Yeah. And how are we doing on time? 23 minutes. Yeah. Okay. That completes what I was going to say. Now, of course, the question is, was it at all entertaining? Probably not. I'm sorry. But is there anything redeeming? There's a few Easter eggs around. You got good music in the background. If I would shut up long enough, you could have heard it, but I'm sure you didn't hear it. And maybe that silver thing was cool, because I thought it was. You know, with the Wall Street Mint, and minted before, you know, when the Twin Towers were still there. So this, you know, is something to collect, I guess. I don't really collect weird stuff like stamps or you know, butterflies or anything. I don't collect anything. Hummel plates, remember that? Wasn't that a thing? I think my grandma used to collect Hummels. I mean, not only were they plates, but they were also like figurines, weren't there? Hummels, wasn't that a thing? I have to Google that or something. But anyway, I don't collect anything. Except junk. Papers. I collect papers, apparently. I got scraps of paper everywhere. They're not anything important. They're just pieces of paper. So, okay, let me get out of here, and thanks for watching. I'm not really sure what you watched here, so if you did watch it, thank you. Leave me a comment and let me know if you found anything redeeming at all in this mess. Did I mention what I was wearing? Yeah, this is my t-shirt, or my sweatshirt from school, and I wasn't wearing it to show it off. It's just, it really is the only thing I have clean left. I've got to do laundry. That'll be the rest of my night. Yeah, I would like to get on and listen to streamers, or play some music, or listen to some music. I've got some things on YouTube to catch up with, and I need to do all that, but I'll probably should do laundry. Thanks, everybody, and really appreciate the comments, or the direct things I hear without commenting here in YouTube. I appreciate it all, and everybody stay safe, and thanks for coming, and I'll probably see you soon.